To get the latest, let's cross to Jerusalem to speak with Iris Mackler. Iris, we've been talking a lot about who did not go to the workshop, but there have been a few businessmen who did show up that are of interest, aren't there?
Yes, that's right. Last night there was the opening, the cocktail party, alcohol-free cocktail party at the high-security surrounded Four Seasons Hotel in the Bahraini capital. And now what we're seeing today is them getting down to business. And them includes some Palestinian businessmen. There was a kind of blanket, we didn't know before who was going. There was a news embargo even on the Israeli businessmen going, but there are Israeli businessmen and there are Palestinian businessmen. There's about 15 of them. One, Ashraf Jabari, is quite a controversial figure. He's a man from Hebron who works with the settlers around him, does business with them openly. However, there are others from across the West Bank and Jerusalem. There is, interestingly, the Foreign Minister of Bahrain is there, the Foreign Minister of Qatar is there, and it's the Qataris who are openly funding Hamas at the moment. So it's a mix of people, and perhaps what these businessmen felt was that they were willing to stand in the face of the Palestinian boycott and the condemnation that they were going to get from home, because they couldn't resist this opportunity for networking and for business opportunities across their borders in the region and perhaps also with Israel.
Indeed, so for some at least money does matter. But Iris, also the American ambassador to Israel has been speaking this morning. How has he been trying to present the US plans there?
Well, it's quite interesting. He echoes or reinforces Jared Kushner's line, and he says it's mystifying, that the Palestinian boycott is mystifying, that they wouldn't have risked anything just by attending. They don't give up their national aspirations. But the Palestinians say in response, that the Americans have called this peace to prosperity. And peace has to come before prosperity, because that's the natural order of things. Investors don't like to invest in a war zone. If you invest in the West Bank or almost certainly in Gaza, there's a chance, a huge risk, that you will lose that investment. So they say peace comes first for all the reasons that they've discussed. That's what's important. What's quite interesting about this is it's a sign of the poor relationship, the really poor relationship between Washington and Ramallah, perhaps the worst it's been in decades. And what Jared Kushner had done is speak openly to the Palestinian people across the head of their leaders and say to them, we haven't forgotten you. Whatever you might think, Donald Trump and this administration cares about you. It's not clear how much that is playing actually on the ground in Ramallah and in Gaza, but nevertheless, it is an American attempt to put economics first, but interestingly, not solely. They do say that the political component will come within the next few months.
OK, Iris, for now, thanks indeed. Iris Mackler there reporting for us live from Jerusalem.